Hi friends, now I'm going to tell you about this cute penguin Pico. You may have never found this much cute penguin which is so much cute and it has an habit of exploring. Will keep on exploring. It found a ball and it kicked out the ball. Will kicked out the ball. Ball started to keep on moving out and it started to think Pico. It must find out what is the force with which it kicked the ball, and to find out the force it started to keep on exploring what is the force. Will it get to realize that force is made up of two components which is mass and acceleration. It knows about mass. Mass is nothing but the mass of the ball which is 1 kilogram, and it don't know what is acceleration. When it keep on exploring about acceleration, it found out that 1 kilogram of ball when it kicked out started to kick out, it was 1 meter per second. Then it keep on kicking out, it's going to become 2 meter per second, but the change from 1 meter second to 2 meter per second, it takes place just in 1 second. And it's found out that force is nothing but equal to 2 minus 1 by into 1. 1 is the mass and 2 minus 1 by 1 is the acceleration. It started to find out that acceleration is 1 meter per second square and mass is 1, so the force become 1 Newton. And you remember the apple when the quality of force of Newton came out, and the Pico started to find out what is acceleration. It must know what is acceleration actually, and it started to explore even more. We'll keep on exploring even more. It found out that there is a marble. They took the marble, it was moving at 1 meter per second and it changed to 3 meter per second in just 1 second. Well, it changes just in 1 second. It calculated the acceleration, that acceleration is 3 minus 1 by 1, which is 2 meter per second square. This time when the acceleration, when ball moved from marble moved from 1 meter per second to 3 meter per second, just in 1 second is 2 meter per second square. Then it changed the speed very slowly to 1 to 3 meter per second square, but this time the acceleration is 3 minus 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3 meter per second square, which is very less than 1. Since the time keep on increasing, acceleration decreased, but this time it again moved just in 0.1 second, means very speed in the lightning. It moved the ball from 1 meter per second to 33 meter per second. Then the acceleration it calculated, it found out that 3 minus 1 by 0.1 multiplying above and below by 10, you're going to get 20 meter per second square. Yes, this time acceleration is 20 meter per second square, since it take very less time to move the ball from 1 meter per second to 3 meter per second. Then the Pico keep on exploring. When it take ice skate, it started to skate from ice ball. First it was in rest, that is 0 meter per second square, but it moved up to 100 meter per second, but it since moved slowly, it took about 100 seconds. Now it calculated the acceleration, which is 100 minus 0 by 100, it's going to become just 1 meter per second square. Then it moved the ice skate from 0 meter per second to 100 meter per second just in 1 second. Just in 1 second when it moved, it's going to calculate the acceleration, that become 100 minus 0 by 1, that is 100 meter per second square. That is 100 times more than the previous 1 meter per second square, and it get to realize that it's very awesome. And it is awesome because acceleration is inversely proportional to time. You don't know about proportion. Proportion is when time keeps on increasing, acceleration keep on decreasing. When acceleration keep on increasing, time keeps on decreasing. That is the way time and acceleration independently dependent. And when the Pico didn't stop there, it keep on finding out the force of which starting with the ball it calculated, and it took the ball and it started to keep on finding out what is the force. It took the normal ball, which is 1 kilogram of ball moving with 1 meter per second square. In just 1 second, it make the ball to move at 5 meter per second square. Then the acceleration is nothing but 5 minus 1 by 1, which become 4 meter per second square acceleration. Then it calculated the force to it, which is acceleration into mass. Mass of ball is just 1 kg and acceleration is 4 meter per second square, which become 4 Newton of force. With 4 Newton of force, the Pico threw this ball so much quickly, and again it didn't stop there. It took a very big ball. That ball was so much big, it was 20 kilogram of ball. 20 kilogram of ball was just at rest. Pico took that ball and kicked out it, and it kicked out just in 1 second. The 0 meter per second that is in rest ball become 20 meter per second by speed, and it calculated the acceleration for it. It going to become acceleration as 20 minus 0 by 1, which is 20 meter per second square. Wow, the acceleration is 20 meter per second square, but Pico calculated even the force of it. Force is mass into acceleration. Mass of the ball is also 20 kilogram. Force is also, acceleration is also 20 meter per second square. It's going to get 400 Newton. Wow, it's awesome and amazing. 400 Newton of force, it kicked out the ball, that big ball. And again a new friend came. This new friend is Seal. Our Seal took the marble. The marble was very small marble. It kicked the marble from 0 meter per second square to 100 meter per second. From 0 meter per second to 100 meter per second just in 0.1 second. It threw the marble so much vigorously that it was in rest and it got 100 meter per second speed, and it calculated the acceleration for it. Acceleration is 100 minus 0 by 0.1, which is 1000 meter per second square. And you don't know one fact, 10 gram is 0.01 kilogram. And this kilogram ball, it started to calculate the force. Force is just mass into acceleration. Mass is 0.01 into 1000, and it's going to become just 10. Oh no, it is just 10 Newton of force. The seal actually kicked that marble, and it is very less. And why it become very less? Because started to find it out. Well, finding it out, it going to realize that mass actually decreased. When the mass actually decreased, force actually decreased, because force is mass into acceleration. And the Pico girl tell the goodbye and started to went away, and it come next time to explain more and more things to you. Bye.